There is a quiet fear many people carry, a fear we don't talk about openly, the fear that time is running out, that by 30, you should have figured life out, by 40, you should be settled, by 50, invisible. And if you don't hit certain milestones early, then maybe you've missed your moment. But what if that story is wrong? What if 40 isn't the ending, but the opening scene? This is not a story about you. It's a story about timing, about courage, about listening to yourself when the world tells you it's too late. It's the story of Abudu, long before red carpet, before global streaming deals. Before EbonyLife became a powerhouse, Mosumola Abudu lived a very ordinary, structured life. She was born in London and raised between the UK and Nigeria, moving between cultures, learning early how to adapt. She learned how to listen, how to observe people, how to exist in spaces without announcing herself. That skill observation would later define her storytelling. Mo did what society praises as the right thing. She went to school, built a solid career, worked in corporate spaces. She became successful in human resources, consulting, advising companies, climbing the professional ladder. On paper, she had made it, but success has a way of being loud on the outside and painfully quiet on the inside. Something didn't feel complete, not because she was failing, but because she was unfulfilled. Many people ignore that feeling. They silence it with comfort, with routine, with fear. Mo didn't. Starting over in your 40s is not inspirational. It is terrifying. You're older. People expect answers from you. Failure feels heavier. Mistakes feel unforgivable. Mo knew this. She knew leaving corporate stability for an uncertain media industry was risky. She knew people would question her decision. She knew the whispers would come. Why now? Why this? Why risk everything? But she also knew something else. She knew that ignoring her purpose would cost her more than failure ever could. So in her early 40s, she took a leap. Mo Abudu launched Moments with Mo, Africa's first daily syndicated talk show. This wasn't just television. It was conversation. It was representation. It was Africa speaking to itself unapologetically. She interviewed presidents, global leaders, thinkers, change makers, but behind the scenes, it wasn't glamorous. Funding was uncertain. Viewership wasn't guaranteed. The pressure was immense. This could have failed badly, but Mo wasn't chasing fame. She was chasing meaningfully. In 2013, Mo made another bold move. She launched EbonyLife TV. At the time, Nollywood was thriving but misunderstood, dismissed, undervalued globally. African stories were seen as too local, too small, too risky. Mo believed the opposite. She believed African stories deserved excellence, proper funding, global distribution. She didn't want Nollywood to be pitied. She wanted it respected. EbonyLife wasn't just a TV channel. It was a system. Contracts were professional. Production standards were raised. Storytelling was intentional. In a short time, EbonyLife reached audiences in nearly 50 countries. This wasn't luck. It was vision meeting discipline. Then came film. EbonyLife Films was born. 50 premiered internationally. The Wedding Party broke box office record. Chief Daddy dominated cinemas. Oloture forced uncomfortable global conversations about human trafficking. These films didn't just entertain, they shifted perception. Mo Abudu wasn't just producing content. She was building infrastructure. She created pipelines for writers, for directors, for actors, for African creatives to compete globally. This was no longer about her. It was about the ecosystem. With power comes scrutiny. As Mo's influence grew, so did criticism. Some accused her of gatekeeping. Others said she controlled too much of the industry, that her voice was too dominant. But powerful women are rarely called visionaries. They are called difficult. Mo didn't pretend to be perfect. She didn't claim to have all the answers. She stayed focused because leadership is lonely and responsibility is heavy, but impact requires resilience. Today, Mo Abudu is not slowing down. She is expanding EbonyLife into a full creative ecosystem, developing stories, training filmmakers, building legacy.
Today, Time magazine named her one of the most influential people in the world. Not because she started early, because she started intentionally. 25 or 45, your time hasn't passed. It may just be preparing you. Mo Abudu is not a late bloomer. She bloomed exactly when she was ready. And sometimes, the second half of life is where the real story begins. Mo's story isn't rare because it's unique, but because it reminds us that purpose isn't on a timeline. Success doesn't begin at 20. It doesn't even have to come before 40. In a world obsessed with youth, Mo Abudu teaches us this. It's not when you start, it is why you continue. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've read this part of the video, kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment down on which woman I should throw a spotlight on, and I will see you in my next video. Do stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.